If you were to die today, are you 100% certain you know where you'll end up? Because Jesus said in John 5, most assuredly, Jesus didn't say shit. You are trying to quote and find facts in a writing by someone who is unnamed. First of all, the book of John was written roughly about 80 to 120 years after the so-called Jesus dude walked around. Second thing to that, it was written anonymously. So you have no idea that somebody named John actually wrote it. The third thing about it is that they didn't even have the name John until around 180 when Irenaeus gave it the name John. The fourth thing, it is not first-hand written word. Jesus didn't write nothing. So you can't say Jesus said anything. That's like me sitting up here right now and saying that, well, Martin Luther King said. I don't know the man. Was never around the man. The man passed away before I was born. And most assuredly, whoever wrote this wasn't even born when the Jesus dude supposedly walked around, to which he probably didn't walk around. But this came at a perfect time, y'all. It came at a perfect time. It came at a perfect time because just yesterday, before I read this, I was contemplating life and afterlife and before life. You see, many people believe in religions because they are fearful of what happens to them after they die. Death has been a fear of man for millennials and millennials of time. And it is because of that fear of death that religion has been created in order to control the society in their situations of fear and to control them in their daily life and daily activities. And for generations after generations, they create different mythos about life before and life after. So let's go through this critically. I want you to think right now. Take a moment. Everybody, take a moment. Take a moment. What do you remember from your previous existence from the one that you're having right now? The truthful answer would be absolutely nothing. You may think that you lived a life prior to and you have glimpses and you had dreams, but that is not proof that you actually lived a previous life. There is no proof of your existence prior to the life you have now. Everybody who has lived before you, you have no recollection of being around them, with them, or even being them. The idea of reincarnation is something that is man-made. It is something hoped for, actually, because there is no factual basis to it. People have claimed to, there's the story of the girl who said that she was living with these people and she named these things perfectly. We actually have no proof of that. These are almost like urban legends. This person died and then they came back and said that they saw heaven. We have no proof that those things actually happened. So those who claim NDEs, near-death experiences, is called near-death for a reason, because you didn't die. And most of your visions are based on things that you've heard of before. So even to say that there is an afterlife, there is no proof. No proof. So there is no proof of any existence that you have beyond the one that you're living now. And the one that you're living now is the consciousness that you have right now, but 70%, 75% of your thought processes, who you are, is based on the experiences that you've had throughout your life and how you have adjusted your personality to fit those experiences. You see, if you are Christian, it's because most likely you was born in a nation that is predominantly Christian, in a family that was predominantly Christian, in a culture that was predominantly Christian. If you had a change of heart at some point in your life, you were surrounded by Christianity for the most part, and so you chose Christianity. If you was born in Saudi Arabia and you didn't grow up Islamic, but all of a sudden you had a change of heart, change of mind, then you will gravitate towards Islam. People who are born in India, you're either going to be Muslim or you're going to be Indus religion, one of the two for the most part. Then there's a third slit where you might jump in there and be Buddhist. But it is relative to the experiences that you've had that determines which religion you then follow. It is not because of some grand plan or grand scheme. It's because of something that was created. If you were born 4,000 years ago in what we call Egypt, you would have been worshiping either Amun or one of the other deities, Asar, or Set. You would have worshipped those guys and believed that at the end of your life, if you got the right spells and you can pass the confessions of Ma'at, that you will live in the field of reeds with Ra for the rest of your life. I mean, with Asar for the rest of your life. There's no proof of it. You can't say it's factual. It's all belief. But think about it for a second. You exist now, and that's all you know. Now, for some people, that is too scary. For some people, they need to have some belief in an afterlife or a before life that led to this life, that now the demiurge has trapped you in this one, and now you need to become intelligent enough in the understanding of spirituality and the functioning of the universe so that you can escape the demiurge. For others who are on the more of a fringe, then you must break out of the matrix, which is to say a similar thing as the demiurge, that this is all a synthetic universe. But at the end of the day, you have zero proof of that as well. So some people need to have something beyond this life. And the main reason why the majority of people need something beyond this life is because, let's face it, most of this life is a struggle. Most of this life, you're inundated with negativity more so than positivity. Most people don't have enough money. Most people don't have enough love. Most people don't have enough fun. Most people don't have enough joy. Most people are just getting by, just dealing with all the struggles of life and try to celebrate what little happiness they have. And so the idea that there is a place where everything will just be harmonious and great, and that those who done evil will be punished for their evil, especially the rich people. But they'll be punished for their evil, and all that I've struggled through, I will get to live a harmonious eternity. That is the drug of choice for most people. And so they choose to believe in these stories, regardless of the lack of proof, regardless of the hypocrisy and contradictions within the stories. They haven't elevated their mind enough to know that regardless of anything, the only thing that you can have certainty over, it's not a pre-life, it's not an afterlife. The only thing you can have certainty of is right now, this life, this moment right here is all the certainty that you can have. And it is your choice as to what you do with that certainty, with that moment. If you choose to delay your joy, delay your happiness, delay giving someone love and receiving love, delay going out and making yourself more financially wealthy so that you can then go and buy you some more love and buy you some more joy. And you can buy love and joy. And I don't just mean that at a base level. Me and my wife, if we have a lot of love and joy in our house right now, but you give us some more money and I guarantee we're going to go and have more experiences that increases that. So that's how money buys you love and joy, because it increases your ability to have more experiences. Now, we will lay down the rug in front of the fireplace and have dinner and in a heartbeat and experience joy. But money makes it easier. But it is up to you to determine that. And if there is a life after, then think about it in these terms. And this is what I'll leave you with. Whatever you truly desire to create, you are creating right now in your life. Your life is based on your true desires of what you expect and what you're willing to give to have it. If there is some form of an afterlife, it will be truly based on what your mindset has created in its thought process of what happens afterwards. If you believe that and most of you do, that you deserve hell, you're going to get hell. And that's the truth of it. I'll manifest my own future, my own heaven. So always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is not negotiable.